Saga. Welcome to the Random. This is Royal, coming from you live from the Borderlands. So, I was looking through my games. Okay, not really looking through my games. I was just going through, and I decided something. I want to actually go through the Borderlands series from start to finish, beginning to end, from the first game and all the DLC to the second to pre-sequel, F3 and the DLC. And I wanted to talk more about why is it that this story is, well, good. I like the Borderlands story personally. But why is it that it's not as captivating? And I was like, maybe I should go through them and see how the story picks up and what go through. And I want to actually see what about this story is. I want to know more about the story. I want to talk about the story a bit because I love the Borderlands series. Borderlands series is amazing to me. And the story, to a point, is very captivating if you really go around and think about it. Because essentially, you are a modern day superhero. Or their version of a superhero. You are a legendary Vault Hunter. There's a bunch of wannabe Vault Hunters, but they all die. Or in the case of 3, the first one, just turns out that just disappears and never comes back. And there's so much stock into being a Vault Hunter. And again, you're kind of a superhero. But no, I figured that going through the series from start to finish would be interesting. So I'm about to start. And Borderlands 1 is very interesting because it was made at a time in which you, the Vault Hunter, the very first Vault Hunter, this was made, and I could tell this was made at a time where all they were thinking about was you could just go around shooting and killing things and split. But you could tell that they were thinking about this as just a playing shooter and didn't really put any stock into who you were. They had four generic characters. You had the sniper, had the.
So, you want to hear a story, huh? One about treasure hunters. Have I got a story for you? Pandora. This is our home, but make no mistake, this is not a planet of peace and love. They say it's a wasteland, that it's dangerous, that only a fool would search for something of value here. Then perhaps I am a fool. But do not be fooled by what Pandora appears to be. There was a legend. Many people tell it. The legend of the Vault. My father would always go on about the Vault, even with his dying breath. Advanced alien technology, infinite wealth, fame, power, women. So you can understand why some little kiddos who hear the stories grow up to become Vault Hunters. Well, I have a story you may not believe, but I tell you it is true. The legend of the Vault is real, and it is here on Pandora. And let's call it a guardian angel, appeared to guide the Vault Hunters to their prize. The tale begins right here on Pandora with the brave Vault Hunters, the Guardian Angel, and most importantly, me.
So, here's the first issue with the story is that you get told right at the beginning, you there's a legend that's going on.
Next stop, Firestone Depot. Time to gather up your stuff. Who's getting off the bus?
So,
You with the sniper rifle and the
you
crazy
get
mask. You look like a Truxican wrestler moonlighting as a dominatrix, man. And you, soldier man. Are those armor pieces from the Crimson Lance you're wearing? And what's your story, young lady? What can you do? Perhaps you can bake us all a wonderful cake. And you, beefstick in the back. I'm not gonna make fun of you. Your burps smell of blood, and you growl like a rabid animal. Anyway, I've got some advice for all of you. It's tough out there, and you won't be able to just beat up on whatever you please until you're ready. Sure, you can take from the bandits or find things in the wild, but equipment you buy from my stores are guaranteed. And if you die, you can't get your money back because you're dead. I kid. No need to be so serious here. And if you're looking for the vault, well, you're going to have your work cut out for you. So don't be afraid to spend what it takes to get the equipment you need. You listen to Marcos. I come from 7 generations of merchants and I'm the best. Want to know why? Because I'm making it out here, in this place.
I'm going with Lilith.
Don't be alarmed. I need you to stay calm and don't let on that anyone is talking to you. Start making your way off the bus. You don't have any reason to trust me, but I need you to believe that I'm here to guide you. I'm here to help you find the vault. In a moment, you'll be greeted by a funny little robot. Do everything he says. You'll know what I mean when it happens. I'll contact you again soon.
So, here's issue number 1.
Well, we're here. Don't worry about saying goodbye. I'm sure we'll be doing this all again soon enough. Get off my bus.
So, oh, I'm sorry. There's gonna be spoilers throughout the entire series, so that's always fun. So, issue number 1.
See you next time.
The first thing is that as the series goes on,
Welcome
you
to
know,
Firestone. I am CL4PTP. You may call me by my locally designated name, Claptrap. Before continuing, please accept this Echo communication device and heads-up display, provided free of charge by the Doll Corporation.
so here's the first thing.
I detect that your Echo device is fully functioning. This way, please.
Here's the first thing. This first whole sequence is set. You find out that it's completely set up. Now, there's something wrong with that. It's up for the fact that it is. We find out that it's set up by Handsome Jack, which fine. That's completely okay. The issue is that how did be there? It's not like he just like knew where you were going to be or where you're going to stop. It was just, okay, these new people are coming on this planet. And make no mistake, they are all outsiders. There is nothing saying that's part of their lore. The background is, yeah, they're set up to, they're on the vault, and they're basically looking for the vault. Anyone that is a vault hunter is off planet of Pandora. That's just been the thing. So my theory is that a long time ago, when Jack was deciding he hated because he made no mistake, he's always hated Vault Hunters. He's hated Vault Hunters forever. He somehow, while he was working on Hyperion, had his daughter basically just spy on any Vault Hunters and they'll be killed. They'll be able to look through the planet for him, and he doesn't have to get in any danger. It's just that the net sets succeed, and they succeed in a way that he was not expecting, and he didn't and he was just like, okay, well, they succeeded. Now, I'll explain more about what's weird about this entire story as we go on, because one is supposed to set up the rest of one's supposed to set up just about everything at this point, but one does a terrible. It's why I say that I don't think that they were expecting this to do as well, but when it did, they were like, oh, this is nice. And then really went in with the story in 2. But 2 story, and 2 is, I think, the best game in the series. But they completely, with 1, they were just like, generic shooter. This person's gonna help you. They're a guide. But if you go through 2, and we will, once you go through 2, the issue starts to, with the story starts to pop up a bit more.
Step right up. This is the new U station. When you use this device, your DNA profile is automatically identified and stored. Please activate the new U station now.
Lilith, the legendary siren. I like her red. I like her red and black look. Red and black's my favorite combination of colors, but
excellent! Now that your DNA is registered, you have the best in horrific death and dismemberment insurance. Should an unfortunate fatal incident occur, your new you will appear at the nearest station. Now we can head into the peaceful town of Firestone. Right this way.
yeah. So, the other thing that doesn't make sense
Oh no, not again!
is that Lilith has, unless it was explained in pre-sequel, Lilith has no idea that Angel is a siren. But
Are they gone?
and two, well, in this game, for example, it, all right, it's time for some battle. Claptrap, go hide. Oh crap. This game also proves that this game also proves that
You really don't want me to come. Open the door!
That was a doozy. You should open the storage device. There may be something inside to help against those bandits.
yeah, probably not. Huh.
Wow! That looks like it could do some damage. Okay.
Claptrap was my favorite character, bar none. Right. Search valve. I can't wait to get to level.
Let's get this gate open.
Finally. One thing about this game that I really dislike is that. Oh, no, it's junk. One thing about this game that I really dislike is that sometimes the words get into the way, and I dislike that immensely. Nice 3 damage. No. That'll be sold immediately.
These
So,
controls seem to be damaged. Have no fear. I'm sure I can do it. This isn't working. Quick, this way.
Claptrap is my Claptrap is my favorite character in this entire series. He's also the proof that he's also proof that this series really needed some. You are. That they really and truly did not think things through. But
Excellent. I knew you were the right.
I knew you were the right choice for
Excellent.
it.
I knew you were the right choice, friend. Now go. I'll contact you again soon.
My question.
Attention, citizen of Firestone. There is no cause for alarm. This new visitor has resolved the problem.
Well, shoot, I thought I was a goner that time. Damn bandits won't leave us alone. Had to lock the place up tight. I'll let you in. Come on. Damn it. Blasted circuits are on the fritz again. Give it a go from the switch out there, would you?
Dr. Z. Someone assigned 3, and I don't know, and honestly don't know why. But
I'm over here.
I remember, I love Borderlands 1. I remember beating it and thinking,
Now that we're done with all that, please follow me and I'll open the gate for you.
I remember beating it and thinking that this series was going to, they were going to expand some more of the story, and it'll make a lot more sense. Like they'll explain the vaults more and everything. They didn't. They kind of just was like, the vaults are, the vaults have monsters in them, and they're from an ancient alien race. And like, yeah, so what do they actually hold? What's going on? And they were just like, nah, it's cool. Everything's good. Everything's just fine. You'll learn when you need to. I'm like, how about you? Go ahead. Sorry, Claptrap. Bye.
Oh my god, I'm leaking. I think I'm leaking.
Yeah.
Looks like he got under Nine Toes' skin. Don't worry, he'll get what's coming to him.
You did it! I knew you were the right choice. Oh, the poor little robot needs our help. Would you kindly give him a hand?
I can see
That little robot is hurt. He isn't going to last very long without attention. Why don't you look around for something to fix him up?
Seriously. Claptrap is, again, the thing that makes this funny. He's
good as new, I think. Am
Am
I
I
leaking?
leaking?
He seems to be okay. Now is the time to get moving and play your part in the journey to come.
Yeah, the player part in the journey to come. That, aka, being, well, Lilith is, I like to think that Lilith is the main character of the entire series.
Getting stronger by the minute.
Honestly,
On the wondrous properties of sand.
honestly,
That ought to do it. I'll
there's
see you in a
everyone else sort of cut. Lilith is the only constant. Is the only constant in this entire series. There's no real. She's the most important character, basically. I don't know why. I don't know why. They don't exactly explain it. She's just like. Well, technically speaking, all the sirens are the most important characters in the story. They go out of their way to make them completely broken. Lilith is and make no mistake, Lilith is the best character in this game because the best guns are all elementals. Elemental guns are completely broken in this game. You can get by a lot of enemies with the bonuses that come with having elemental weapons. By the end of it, you'll have one of each element as the strongest gun, with fire being the most broken of them all. One thing about this game that I'm going to hate is finding all of the stupid claptraps so that I get more ammo space or more bookback space. Also, there is no climbing. The best thing 3 did was for the series was add the climbing mechanic. And since Borderlands decided that it also wanted to be a platformer, it stands to reason that
Give me a
they.
shout if I can help you. That'll do for now.
So, the Borderlands series wants to be an RPG, a platformer, and the first game, I'm pretty sure the first game didn't want to be a platformer, but they put everything up on as jump puzzles, so it became a platformer. There's so many things here. I do love it. This game's so much fun. I can't wait to just show off how much is happening throughout the series. How much it's changed, really. Like, if there is one thing that I love about the newer games, is that in the first game they just expected you to just love fetch quests. And there's no rhyme or reason to these fetch quests. They try to pretend like there's one, but you know that really, you know what you're doing. You're doing fetch quests. 2 and 3, at least. I'll be honest. I have not played pre-sequel. Not from a lack of wanting to. Because I have the Handsome Jack collection. It's just that I just never got around to doing it. That's going to change. We're going to go on this journey together. But my main thing is that the pre-sequel is the one that's the wild card. Maybe that's the thing that bridges things together for me.
I'm dancing.
Because the whole point of the series to me is that it's all a build up to some random war that supposedly happens, but no one talks about no one talks about this war. And other thing,
You ought to use the machine to sell some things you don't need. You didn't buy first aid kits. I keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
best gun I have. Nah. Medkits are
Spit it out.
Medkits are extremely important.
People don't yet trust you. If you're going to ever find the vault, you'll need the aid of the people.
That
And Dr. Zed with his nine-toes problem is a good move.
that is kind of true, actually, but not in the way that you think. So, the people are helpful for finding the vault, but not in the sense of they know where it is. It's more or less like, again, you are essentially a superhero. Like, but, and Pandora is basically your Gotham or Metropolis or like you are essentially a superhero to these people. You're the only one. You're the only one here that has a clear goal. Your goal is to find the vault. At first, that's the only goal you have. But as you can see, bandits don't like you. But they don't, and it's abundantly clear that they don't like specifically you. Anyone that helps you is an enemy in their eyes.
Get those some bitches!
And you would think that it would be everyone, No, they do. At first, they
Nobody shoots my buddies but me. You better run. Scared or something?
Whew. That was good. Okay, that was good. That was good. Whew. But you would think that it's everyone, and sometimes, in some cases, that's true. But in other cases, you are the prime target, and it is only because you're stopping them from doing anything and everything that they want. Why? Because, generally speaking, all Vault Hunters are good people. That is anyone that is not a good person, almost always throughout the entire lore, fails to find the Vault. Or when they get to the Vault, they are defeated by the good guys. That is the only constant in the entire series. From this one to 2 to 3, no matter what happens, the good guys win. And it's as cliche as it sounds. If, for example,
I just keep getting better.
ooh, that's level 4. But for example, Handsome Jack was a horrible human. However, he was also, but make no mistake, Jack was a horrible human, but he had an army. A literal army. He could not. Well, technically speaking, he does open the vault, but almost immediately as soon as he does, he is just murked with no mercy. The entire series basically goes around the same of, hey, even Typhon, he's like even him, everyone else could not find a vote. He just ran around he would sure, it's not like he would. Sure, the Vault Hunters clearly are not like holier than thou. They don't mind killing or anything like that. But make no mistake, they will go out of their way to help the people. And Typhon, when he even says so, once he was not good enough person, he didn't find another Vault until he was down on his luck and just like, okay, I got it, and then humbled himself.
You can call me Zed. Everyone else does.
I don't know if that was meant to be a lore thing or not, but it turned into one, and let me turn in this mission. And
I keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
cool. Yeah, you are, but no. So essentially, helping the people gets you closer to the vault for some odd reason. It's never explained why it gets you closer to the vault. No, it's not really explained, like, what happened, like, for the people who. Oh. It's not really exactly explained why. It's just that, yeah, you'll just get closer to the vault the more that you help people.
There's no escaping, Mark.
But no. So currently going to TK Baja. Some blind guy with a shotgun.
one more step and it'll be your last. You should have seen the look on your face. Smells like off-worlder. How you liking our planet anyways? Don't worry about me, I can take care of myself. I'll get by just fine. Alright? I'm okay. Alright, see you soon!
Yeah, I get it. If you don't get it, ask about his glasses. Or don't. It matters not. Yeah. The first game, the humor in the first game is, I like it. But it is not for everyone. It's kind of, admittedly, it is kind of old humor from 2007. But yeah, I've always loved Borderlands stuff. It's one of those games in which the series is one of those series which I can just sit down and play all the time. Admittedly, I don't really change the way I play Borderlands. Well, at least Borderlands. So, the first game I always pick, I've always chosen Lilith because being a powerful siren is like just this version of a magic user is wonderful. The game is a little bit more challenging because apparently her HP is lower than everyone else's at starting HP.
Hey,
but
why don't you come over here and chat a while? Always nice for a fellow to have company out here.
But I've always liked her ability. Turn invisible and just blast enemies. This has an interesting backstory. She's just what is Lilith's backstory? I wonder about that. But her also another thing too is that she can teleport, blast, teleport, and use fire. Try to decide what I want to do. I might go with down the elemental. Again, it is the best path to go down. And also I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'll just do stuff until I decide it's okay. Just watching. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm excited. I've always liked Borderlands.
To reopen my Firestone franchise thanks to you. Head into town and buy some new gear.
Oh, goodness. It is there. I don't know if there's an actual point of it being here. Is the... I think I know for certain that is the regeneration rate. I don't like. I actually hate the regen rate. It's supposed to be that enemies respawn every, but sometimes, and this is because this game sucks, it will. Oh no. It's because it will say it's supposed to be a day cycle, But in actuality, it's more of a anytime they decide they want to respawn cycle. So, also, I know the rest of the series does not. We normally wouldn't buy guns from Marcus so here. This This is the one game in which will safely say, if you have the money for guns, buy it. If you see one you like, buy it. Unlike the rest of the games, as I said, the spawn rate sucks. Like, it really, really sucks. You do not want to try to look for a gun that you like because you're gonna just be going back, and the enemies are going to suck, and you're gonna hate everything about it. So, also money is completely useless in this game. I will not like. It's hard to firstly. It's hard to. All you're doing is selling your weapons and stuff, and so just buy just. Right now you have a. So, okay, so I want to say something real quick about how this game is running. So I am.
I got what I've been saving for you.
So I know for a fact that this game is. This game is very much laggy. I'm currently like, okay, so I have the PlayStation 5. And this game, I have to say that the power of the PS5 is pushing through this because there is no lag, like none. I cannot find any like it's, and make no mistake, there is lag in this game,
Always nice for a fellow to have company out
especially
here.
especially
Hey now, if you ever need anything at all, you just let me know.
so. This game has a big lag to it. Why? Because most of for example, this shit does not happen on the PS4. This literally is not possible. What happens is, as that happens, there's a stall. It stalls because it is saying, "Hey, stop doing that. Like, let us ease." Ease us into, like, let's ease into this. I am kind of loving this power. One moment, please. I'm back. Thank you for that. So, uh, oh no, this is a very interesting. So, as I was saying, the game's running incredibly smooth for. I just Borderlands 1 shank, I know. I like the fact that it's running smoother. I think it deserves it. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to go. If Borderlands 1's running this smooth, I cannot wait till Borderlands 2. Borderlands 3 is a given, but there's just something very fun about the series. But we'll get there soon. I know we will. Don't have a choice. I already said we're beating the entire series to make fun of the story and stuff. And I mean, I don't make fun of his harsh, but story, I love the story. I think I'm in the minority, to be honest, but there's nothing wrong with that. I can say though that I can say that this story to me is just
Woo!
fun.
I heard that blast all the way over here. Bam! Time to give Nine Toes a piece of that. Woo! I'm updating your ecosystem with his location. Come and see me once you put his bits to the grinder.
But no. Cutscenes are.
Enough pieces out there, and you'll be happy you bought from the rest.
First to the storage systems. And oh my gosh.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
I'm good for right now. I probably shouldn't have actually bought the rest of the stuff, but you know, can never be too careful. So, this area, Stag. Where are we? Scat Gully. Very nice, very circular. One thing I loved about the Borderlands 1 before it became ginormous is that areas were small. There's something about small areas that just like, yes, let places just be small. Don't need these giant overworlds. Apparently the rest of the game community was like, nah, we need the bigger the better. Until people got sick of them. Go figure. But yeah. So one thing that I think that completely, like one character in the series that I think should have made more of a statement in the entire series is Typhon Delirium. There is, and I know, and one thing I can say in hindsight is that he is one of the most important characters in a series that is almost never mentioned. Ladyfinger is a much better weapon. So what I like to do is I like to have one of each weapon and the most important weapons. So for anyone who doesn't know the series, the red is a separate. What's their special ability? It's always been that way. Not Persona. Spoiler about the game I'm gonna get soon. Persona 5 Strikers. Favorite. Borderlands is my second favorite series. Persona is my first favorite. That is my end all be all. Anyway. The series has always been funny about how special weapons work. If they're in red, it means that they are special. One of a kind. Can't really get them anywhere else. I mean, sure, you could probably find them in the wild for a drop or something. But you don't really want to. And there's no real, and honestly, for Borderlands, at least in the first one, there's no real reason to grind. In my opinion, most of the weapons you'll find, it's best like some of the best ones are ones given in missions, basically, and the DLC has some, and this DLC was like, yeah, we'll give you stuff, but you'll have to do the impossible and beat them. No, they're not really impossible. I think that personally, I think I was just under-leveled. Pretty sure that once you get through the second, third playthroughs, you come, and you do have to go through multiple playthroughs to reach the max level. At a certain point, you just aren't. There's just a certain point you'll just be like, okay, I beat this main quest, so. Then it's like, do you want to keep going or do you want to start over? Second playthrough. It makes the game much more challenging, but... crap.
I just keep getting better.
Alright. Borderlands 3 also does the one thing that the rest of the series doesn't really do. Is that the places, and this is why another reason why it's an old, you can tell it's an old game, is that the places you're not supposed to go are level capped. As in, they'll tell you right quick where is a good idea to go. I got my first level, and this is where it gets interesting. So, if I go down elemental, so one of the things I want to get that's important to her is inner glow. One of the best. So so that one won't get. So, for example, there's someone here that is just amazing. For example, intuition is amazing, inner glow, blackout, hit. Trying to figure out where I want to go with this. I think the first thing I'm gonna do, because I'm playing by myself, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to increase my shield capacity. Now that I want to do elemental, so I'm going to go down controller elemental. I might change my mind. If I change my mind, that's okay. Point is that I'm going to go down this route so that I can try to avoid dying. Dying, if there is one thing about Borderlands 1, is that the consequence of dying is not that you lose money, but that you are sent back and everything basically respawns. And having the strongest shield, like after a while, having a shield, things won't. After a certain point, things just won't be able to kill you anymore. But for the time being, since I'm playing by my lonesome, it is best to try to get the shield up as quickly as possible. If we're playing with people, anything that boosts the team's anything is probably best. Honestly though, your best well most of the things now it's just me trying to figure out what I'm keeping and what I'm not. Definitely not. Anything with minus any damage, sell. Do not keep those weapons. Because doing less damage, no matter what else it does.
You are about to face your first real challenge. I hope you've toughened up enough.
I think I'll be fine, Angel. I think I'll be just fine. There's not really anything in here that can stop me. That's not. So the upgrades. Storage, the CDUs, storage deck upgrades. They are important, but here's the thing. Only get the ones first that you're of the weapon you're actually using. And then, like for example, I'm going to get the first one I'm going to get, as you've been seeing, is the repeater pistol. Or should I get the sniper? I'll save my money for now. Make sure that you have space. I have minor healing for 10 seconds, so that's gonna be very helpful for this becoming boss. Love having a powerful sniper. As long as I can hit anyway.
Yes.
Sniper rifles that actually do some damage is nice. Also, what's the recommended level for this? Oh, 4. Okay, you're fine. You'll be fine. Like, if you're playing along, kudos. Welcome to Borderlands 1. If you're playing for long from 3, you have to... They don't automatically... The bullets and stuff don't automatically come to you. So, hold down what you need, and... you're in for a treat. You're in for some fun. The dreaded... Nine Toes.
You woke the wrong dog. Ah, yeah!
Nine Toes is... this would be much easier. If I... Remember how I said that these are gonna be helpful? Yep. Remember?
Time to pound. Some meat, puppy. I'm gonna eat you when I'm done.
And he probably will. So, something about this game is that those shields...
That's a grenade mod. Equip that, and you'll find that your protein grenades are suddenly more powerful, and are now equipped with special
Oof.
abilities. Always be on the lookout for new and different grenade mods to supercharge your arsenal.
Nobody shoots my minions but me. Ah! I'm gonna eat you when I'm done.
Game so...
I'm gonna make you drown in blood for that.
Whew. That... Oh, that... So, but on a plus side, I won. On a downside, oh, that was... So, remember how I said that the elemental weapons were the best? Make no mistake, they are. So what we're going to do is we're going to unlock that because we want to keep that weapon. And we want to sell everything else. Make sure to double click so that whew. That was a lot more difficult than I wanted it to be. But then again, a sniper rifle, that sniper rifle is awesome, except for the fact that dogs do try to kill you. Come on, good weapon. Ooh. Nice. Let's see. SMG. Two beats one. So we're gonna get some money. And we'll finally be able to get our first. Hold on. Go around and just raid the place. And you've basically killed the first threat to the people around this area. I mean, there's consequences for doing that, but but for the most part, everyone's happy. If this was bad, part 2 is gonna be a doozy. Didn't. Okay, to be fair, this is the first time I was finding out that's an elevator. So, first time for everything. I am interested though.
That was the first step on your journey. You must listen. Who I am is not important. The first thing you must know, the vault is real. People will mislead you. They will try to use you, and you cannot be swayed in your purpose. The vault is here, and we will find it. This world is full of dangers. Still yourself and go. I'll be watching.
Now, the first question is, how much of this is Jack? You could tell that she is being influenced by someone. How much of that is Jack? And how, like and the thing is that she's actually a very good person.
Regenerate ammo or even heal you. Get yours right here.
But more on that in a second. Right now, we need to get our first. Yeah, you can only get once, and it sucks. They won't let you. You have to go through the game more. And finally, because it is the most. Yeah, combat rifles are the best weapons in the game, bar none. So that's what we're gonna be using. Look at that. This gun for the early game is incredibly good because what it does. See that 100. Firstly, most of the beginner monsters and people don't have armor. They don't have armor, so the fire is gonna melt through their flesh like, well, fire, like, fire hawk. So. there's a high chance that they're going to be set on fire. Next, and because of how face lock, you are just basically doing 100% more damage for face lock than more often than not. The first part of this game is basically scats. It's scat central. You're killing nothing but scats and bandits. But I do. So Pandora. Alright. So earlier I was talking about how this game would have benefited more had they added. Yes, they can fly. Make no mistake. So I was telling you about how this game would have benefited heavily with Typhon delivery. One of the reasons why is because he knew, like, he's the first Vault Hunter. That is canon. What's not explained, or at least not explained very well, is that there we go. Is that first place he was on was Pandora, and Pandora is the most important of, for some odd reason, it's the most important of all the places. That's not really explained very well. No one knows why. No one really and I don't know if anyone really cares. And I do. I want to know why it's going on and everything. But I'm not in this. But anyway, Typhon. I think that at a certain point, Typhon should have made an appearance. And just it would have made more down the line. It would probably make the series make a lot more sense, because in 3, the whole thing about 3, there's a bunch of story flaws and some flaws in there that I'll talk about when we get there. But the one thing is that I'll bring up now that makes 1 relevant is that Typhon is supposed to be like this whole myth, like myth legend. He is already a legend by the time you're in 3. The problem is that he also comes really much out of nowhere. Like no one, and maybe I'm misremembering, and that's what the series is about. Trying to figure out where the weirdness was. Trying to figure out what exactly is the parts where maybe the story's not matching up from what I remember, and maybe there are mentions of him. That's the one thing I want out of this series. I want to see if I'm remembering the series story correctly. Because I was playing 3, and 3 has some weird things in it, but the biggest one is that everyone is just comes out of nowhere. There's no hints of this type of the series or anything like that, and I want to see if that's just me misremembering. Maybe they did come. Maybe they were here. I just missed them. That is very possible. So instead of trying to figure that out and see what's going on, I'm gonna just play the games. I love these games anyway, and always wanted an excuse to play the games again, so Also, I want to beat all the DLC. One thing that I have not done with Borderlands, I've beaten the games, the main story and everything. I have not ever beaten all the DLCs. I'm also gonna try to convince. I'm gonna try to convince my friends that they should play the series too, and because it is important, and it'll help me get.
Hey, newcomer. I've been looking for you.
No end to my power.
Sure, there is legitimately no end to the power. Anyway, I got an elemental weapon. I need some elemental chance. So, we're gonna put our stock into two of these. Assassin is only if I've used up everything else.
All right, see you soon.
But yeah, we're going to have some fun with, but no, we're gonna have some fun with the series. So, in the comments tell me what if you've played Borderlands or like watching or seen it or anything like that. What's your favorite part of Borderlands? I personally love the fact I love the gunplay. This is one of the of every other series. This has a favorite like gunplay. Yeah. Like there's not many other series that has better gunplay than this to me. I mean, playing other shooters are fun, but
Well, that should cover it, kid.
Sure is lonely around here.
so
Hey, you the one killing all the crap when people ask? The catch a ride near Firestone is more busted than my mama's girl parts. Real appreciate you taking a poke at that. The system, not my mom. Huh. Hot dog down the skag den, know what I'm saying?
we are we're gonna sell this. Cause, but no, we are not gonna do that level 10 mission right now. I like the other missions where we could possibly win. Ah, shit. Alright. We're going to go through this part first. Because I'm pretty sure that this part is going to back to Skag Gallery and killing things, which is exactly what we'll need to do because we need to level up to get to strong enough to at least
Why don't you come over
not
here
die.
and chat a while? Always nice for a fellow to have company out here.
We'll take both of them and we're going to do one of them. See, the other thing about the Borderlands 1 is that when they say that missions are above your level, they mean it. Two at certain points tried to do that, but 3 definitely stopped doing that because 3 3 has, well, before they were patched, 3 had some impossible bosses, like the Electro dude and Electro City. Simple now, but I beat him when the floor was basically lava, and you could electric lava, and you could not do anything. There was nothing you could do. There was nothing that you wanted to do, honestly. And uh, ah, look at this. Doing side quests like this is very interesting. One, the thing about side quests in Borderlands and the Borderlands series is that they tell very fascinating stories that go very much under, like, especially the first Borderlands. Like, the first Borderlands has some fun, just is funny because it is basically you going around doing nothing but fetch quests and murder. There's no real in between in these things. Alright. Gonna switch up my guns real quick. I'm running out of ammo. I love how they can hit things but still keep running. Just keep running. Just keep running. Gravity they do not care about gravity in the slightest. Ah, here we go. My favorite enemies, and with quotation marks. Racks. Racks make you dance. Get them to come to you. So, whew. That was these guys. To quote my favorite, one of my favorite people, these guys don't quit. One of my favorite people, by the way, is Falco. Star Fox. If you could guess. Huh. That went well. At least I think so. Oh. Oh, that went much better than I thought it would.
Getting stronger by the minute.
Ah, Maliwan. Back when they were good. Again, Maliwan weapons are the best. They do elemental damage. Also, sort these by... Yeah. This is the best weapon I have so far. Ooh, 2. The stronger the better. So... The accuracy is so-so, but best sniper. I'm looking like I'm about to run out of space, so I gotta go and clear house. Level up. So that increased elemental chance is magical. Weird and magical. So the idea of this game to me is that they wanted to, in some way, shape, or form, make it so that you are constantly going through and trying to figure out what's going on here. They have and the best way to do that is through the side quests and the stories and all of the throughout all of the Borderlands. One thing that they failed to mention is that they don't really put, in the first game especially, in here, there's, like, you go find holotapes, but most of the stuff you're finding
Marcos means quality at a great price.
is that you are essentially running around in a barren wasteland. One that is ripe with war. And make no mistake, a war did happen. Like, a war happened. Can't have that. I bought that. Might as well. Okay. Alright. All upgrades have now been bought for level 1. And then it becomes a lot more difficult.
First aid kit. You won't regret it.
I might. So, what they did was they basically made a game where you basically don't know what's going on unless you beat the game, beat it again, and try to do everything and look for every clue and try to get everything going. The problem is that they don't try to help you. There's no help in this endeavor outside of, especially after you find, like, once you find the vault, then things get a lot weirder because you're like, okay, I've got the vault. What's supposed to happen? Well, now we go find. Now, well, firstly, we're like, now you go beat the DLC, but. We're gonna do, why are they here? This game is extremely smooth. On the console I'm playing on. I don't. One of my favorite, but no, I think that the Borderlands story I think Borderlands does tell a good story at times. Especially, I think the one story that the best backstory that they've described and fleshed out was Tannis. Tannis is, I will meet her soon. Tannis is a mad woman. And she's the only one outside of the main characters who is a product of a horrible her backstory is literally what happens when a normal person, or at least a semi-normal person with with a few hidden issues that could probably get her through life, is completely wrecked. and that, and make no mistake, she is completely wrecked. There is no other way around what she is. She is wrecked. But she doesn't show it. Not often. Whew. This game gets intense at times. Let me put down these. Ugh. This game is freaking awesome, I swear. Ooh. See that? Welcome to your new best gun. Guns like this, so that you don't accident. Anything that you're gonna save, just keep a lock on it so that it doesn't accidentally get sold. This is up in the air, to be honest, but no, do not. An honest thing about this game is, do not be scared to sell your stuff. You're gonna find some new stuff. I keep the rare stuff because it's fun for me to keep. I like the rare stuff. I also like when I just like when things just go well. Ooh, TK's leg.
Got.
Something for me to sell, something for me to sell, and some bullets. Not selling that. Are you a better shot? Compare. Ah, well, we know which one we're getting rid of. Yeah. But yeah, I've got to sell my stuff now. Ugh. That's something, but now there. Go ahead and see if there's anything. So, here's that thing. Over here.
Is that all you got?
He's in her. Ah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and first I'm going to turn in the missions I have and sell any crap. Love this. I am so excited. So yeah, that's so my plans for this series says it's just gotta beat the game, of course, beat the DLC, move on to the next game. You may remember that I had a no one remembers. Anyway, I'm also if I know that while I'm doing this series on my free time I'm going to play Strikers when it comes out. Persona 5 is I can't wait for that. Alright, so I'm gonna just come back. Apparently, why they here is just able to be loaded from the... Can just be turned in at... Fireside.
I'm really good at this.
Yeah. This... Oh no, Borderlands through and through is an RPG, right? Ooh. So, just turn in this mission.
Hey, newcomer. I've been looking for you.
Is there no end to my power?
Get some more pink. These two are the first ones I'm gonna mess up, probably. Let's see. Keep my elemental. Layfinger's good. Right of the wave. No.
All right, see you soon. You don't get a deal. It doesn't matter.
Always. Pro tip. Always make sure remember to reload. Also, another pro tip, test out your guns. Best thing you could do is just there's enemies. Just test out. So pro tip, test out your guns. Because there are some guns that are strong and you could despise. So it's best to just test them out, see if you like them, see if how you feel about them. And that's what basically what I'd do. I end up just being like, okay, how do I feel about this gun? Do I like it? Do I not?
Sure is lonely around here.
S&S. Wonder what happened to them. Probably got destroyed. Nope.
Teach those Lance guys a thing or two about firepower.
And just like that,
Aw, did that hurt?
I like to point out that before the remake, before this,
I'm really good at
so the wave
I got one I've been saving for you.
did not look like that. It looked more like a line of bullets that didn't really look right. So this is tough. We're not gonna do that yet. We're doing this mission. Why? Because Borderlands really wants you to do the side missions. They do not want you to run up ahead and try to do anything that's gonna get you killed. Until they really do, and there's no real escape outside of not dying. But side point. Oh. Some things about the game that makes me smile is that it's really easy to just relax and enjoy the game. There's no real unless you're like me and just like think about the story and stuff. You don't really have to. It's kind of straight.
Oh, did you know that by aiming your crosshairs at an enemy, your HUD can display your target's level, health, and kill streak? The higher level an enemy, the more dangerous they will be. If you see a skull, you better get out of there fast.
Make no mistake, that is 100% the truth. At least in Borderlands 1. 2, they're a little bit more forgiving, but in 1, you really don't want to fight anything over your level, or too high above your level. 1 level above is fine, because that'll give you some higher experience, especially when you're lower, in lower levels. But once you start getting to 2 or 3 levels above, then things start getting really then things start getting incredibly dangerous. For example, coming down here at level 7, these scats basically try to kill you can kill you with a few hits. Like, there is no forgiveness for stepping into an area where you're under level. It is also the reason why, no matter what, I will kill everything in the path. There's no way and nothing's living. Example of how this is also a platformer. So, from here on out though, it is time to use my elemental weapon. Flesh. These scats are going to need to be completely destroyed. And them catching on fire is the best thing to happen because you need to have constant damage on them or else they'll just swarm you. Like so. Adult scats are the worst, spitters are the second worst. Fortunately, I've been with the levels I've been putting in as well as
Yes, feel it.
ooh. I should be good for now. Another awesome thing about this game is these fetch quests are quite easy because everything's laid out in a way that you can just go run through. There's no difficulty of where they are. Constant damage. Ah. Nope. When deciding your weapon, choose power over everything else. I assure you that you will not go wrong.
I'm lucky.
Ooh. Also, one thing I do not miss about this is when trying to play with friends, deciding who gets what gun. Because you're like, oh yeah, I need this, but I want this. And Uh, whew, this again. Game is fun and intense, and I just love it. Has some have some very fun memories of this game. Not
I just keep doing
not the best again, not the best in the series, but it is quite nice. I love this game just a lot. It's just fun to me.
mine, and mine.
Hmm. Unfortunately, it does the one thing that I say you should never do, and it has minus damage. Never use anything that has a minus to damage. It's not worth it. So, pretty sure I'm at my limit. Thank you. Yep. You have this. Yeah. Under no circumstances do you ever minus damage. There. But in case anyone's new, welcome to the random. It is I, the random king of evil, playing through the Borderlands series. I just got finished, pretty sure, doing all of the missions in. We just went everything through Sky Goalie. Pretty sure we just did mostly all the missions. I wonder if Nine Fingers has respawned. I might try to see if he gives something else good or something. Makes no real difference, to be honest. What we put down? But yeah. So, this is one thing that I wish came back. Proficiency. Proficiency was amazing. I loved it. It sucks that it's not in the game anymore because it was like you could legitimately get bonuses for playing the game with different weapons. So I'm putting like it was like, oh, you get an accuracy with these types of weapons, so this type of weapon. They didn't come back after. I don't think they came back. I don't remember if they came back in 2, but 1 had this, and it was wonderful. It basically, if you wanted bonuses, all you had to do was use the weapon, and it didn't. And they didn't come back. And I'm like, but why though? It was amazing that they were here. I would love to have them back again, and they're like, nah, you don't want them back. I can't. The Underdome is gonna be fun. Jacob's Cove. I need to. There's so many places I have to remember. I have to look through the DLC again to just see what's going on with them. But yeah. The best part about this is that. That's familiar. Might be an Easter egg. Anyway. You are now at level. You're now able to continue the story. Make no mistake, you need to be at this level to continue the story. If you try to go in and try to kill them all, at least as Lilith.
not a skag, are you? No? Lucky you. I only shoot skag. Mostly, anyways.
Doesn't to be fair to TK, he doesn't really kill anyone. Doesn't, not from lack of trying. I just think he's one of the more kind-hearted people. So here's where things get tricky. This is a stronger gun, but this has no. We keep this one. The GG9. This one has more bullets that you can use, magazine size. This is just pure power. And what did I say? This game is mostly about pure power. 200 crit damage, and we're gonna want some crit damage. We're gonna want some crit damage. The thing about the Borderlands series is that it's, other than the legendary gear, the colors at times don't mean much. Well, okay, in 3 they meant more in 3 than they'd have in 1. I will say, but you're now more than a match to try to beat this effectively a boss. This is and make no mistake, this is a boss character. You are oh gosh. Oh goodness. And that's me dead. Alright, this side we go back to town. Alright, we're gonna try out all of your weapons. We're gonna see how this one works. And just like that, there it is. Note to self, always go back to town. Go back to the closest respawn so that when that happens, you don't have to go from the very beginning again. Because that can happen at any time.
Sure is lonely around here.
But that's okay. Yes, damage is important, but being able to aim and shoot properly is equally as important. Remember that. So we're gonna sell our.
You can always count on Marcos for the best guns around. Don't know who to trust? You can always trust the gun at your side. If he took more than one shot, you weren't using a Jacobs.
That is a true statement. And make no mistake, Jacob's guns are great in 3. Here, there are better guns. They have the best shotguns I've found. Jacob's shotguns are bar none. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We need to get to higher ground. We have the high ground, and I'm
Get
good.
my hand around your
You want... Do not give him a... Sorry about that. Not sure what happened, but... Again, you want to... Right now, Bonehead is your biggest... Everyone else... Once Bonehead dies, what ends up happening is that you can just pick off the rest of them because they are not at your level. They have... Watch out for grenades. Throw a little of your own.
Come out, wherever
You are. At least you know. See? Everyone else sort of falls into line once Bonehead. I made no mistake, he's the hardest thing. Ironically enough, he's the last true difficult thing in this game. Because after this, the game starts to become easy. There's bosses that are difficult only because either A, your level's just not very high, but by that point you can just grind to get to where you need to go. To fight what you have to fight. Remember how I said this was a platform? This is an RPG, but also a platformer. Up there is one of the collectibles known as a dead claptrap. Your task is to find them so that you can basically get upgrades. They are what I like to call the bane of my existence. And oh my goodness, are they the bane of my existence? They don't like some of them are in impossible places, like up there, and you can't get to them without either a guide, which I won't lie, I probably will use to get to all of them. It's because you need them for backpack space. That's the thing that hurts. This backpack space is incredibly limited without those claptraps. So finding them becomes one of the most important things that you can ever do. And make no mistake, you are gonna go find them. Because for the longest time, until you get to Sanctuary, or this game's equivalent to Sanctuary, if I remember correctly, was it Sanctuary? No, I think no. Sanctuary's 2. Here is what's the name of your hub? I've Alright, until you get to that hub, you don't have anywhere to store your stuff. That doesn't come. And it's not like you could just power rush through them. You can't. If you could, then this would be a little bit more forgiving. But see how, you know how in 3, and to a lesser extent 2, you could just sort of jump on stuff and things work? If you're not meant to jump on it, you just fall. And it sucks. It sucks so much because that is an interesting. That is interesting. Technically speaking, you could just get behind there and get murdered from down here. Right. Huh. Cool. Again, finding out some stuff I either don't remember or... Anyway. So, we are going to try... So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to see if we can get that claptrap unit. There. Let's see if we can get some early storage. If we can't, that's fine. We're gonna get some. We're gonna get some very soon, anyway. But if we can, I will be forever happy because that means that. Means that everything I was saying about how this, how to get that claptrap. That's all the way over there. Can I jump on the do I jump on the houses? If I remember correctly, this game has fall damage. That's the one thing about jumping off the things that is scary, because it can insta kill you. One of the things that I truly hate is is dying because of fall damage. I do not remember if that chest is already there. Alright. Anyway, I've come to the conclusion that I like this weapon, so I'm keeping it. So... And I don't even know why. Like, it's just... I don't know. I like it. That's the other thing. That's the one thing about Borderlands I think that is that even when a weapon is just not like I've been preaching that you should just. Have 4 repeaters, a shotgun, a sniper, and an SMG.
Cheap, reliable, lightweight, and incredibly fast reload speeds. TDR makes an easy-to-use gun.
Yeah.
The Crimson Lance got nothing on my weapons.
I beg to differ. The Crimson Lance has a lot on your weapons, and they hit hard. Their weapons hit very, very hard, and I don't like the Crimson Lance. Again, see that? That is what I like to call power. I like you, so... I don't see nothing but pain and misery. 'Cause... that was a song. Oh no, I've sung, so... Anyway.
Even the best gunman gets hit from time to time, so make sure your shield is up to par.
Actually, there's a... Nope.
I might not have a med school degree, but when you get shot, you'll be happy I'm here. Give me a shout if I can help you.
Some random body that I'm not going to ever question why it is there. Anyway.
That should cover it, kid.
So, we're gonna turn this mission and hopefully gonna turn in this mission now. Wonder if we'll level up. I hope so. I like level ups. Level up. Level up. Not yet. See our proficiency. Alright. I know what my next proficiency is going to be.
Hey, this is where the cars land. Get you one. Get your ride.
Greetings, traveler! New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Let's get some wheels.
They just keep respawning! And they just keep dying. Greetings, traveler. Oh, go check. Whenever you get a chance, check the bounty board. There's some... Is that how to... Patricia Tannis. This is where things get a little bit interesting. So, Tannis, like everyone else here, is a weirdo.
Get you rolling.
That right there is... It's a beaut, man. My runners ain't the prettiest gal at the dance, but she'll put out the second you ask her. And be sure to hit the boost to know whoever wants to catch a ride with the scooter man. Oh, hell, did you just leap over piss wash gully in one of my runners? Man, dude, tell me when you're gonna do that crap. That was awesome.
All right, boys, take them out.
Make no mistake about something, also. this is your best weapon. If you ever in any danger, run them down with your car. You don't get as much help as much XP, but you are essentially one-shotting things with this car. And that is the most important thing ever. Also, so that you never have to do this jump again and you can... And make no mistake, also make no mistake, you do not want to do this again.
Stronger by the minute.
You are getting... Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, we are getting to the next level. We're almost at... We're almost at the point where I can move on to the next phase of this.
Alright, why don't you come on back? I got something for you.
Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but...
Greetings, traveler! New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Ah!
Ran him down. Ha ha ha. See? Level. Yeah, so plan is gotta figure out how to get that claptrap. Gotta figure out what I want to. Ooh. This is tough. This is hard. I'll pick it up anyway. You'll probably end up. But now we're gonna go with Return to Z real quick. It's the mission we can do. Headstone Mine. Right? A weapon slot storage system is amazing because what it does is that it takes, not only does it get, mainly the best part about this is that you get some free storage space. Anything that you have is not count to the storage that you already have, which is the most important thing that you can possibly ask for.
I keep the medical equipment working, more or less.
No, what I have now is good. Whew. What to do. Not now. We're gonna continue on.
This
Right now.
man, Sledge, has something we need. You are going to get it from him. Sledge is a bad man who has done terrible things to the people of Firestone. Do what you must.
You never should have come here, now you're gonna pay! You gotta squeal!
Make no mistake. Again, probably true, but it is very, very difficult. Especially Huh. Ooh. A lot of shots indeed. Shots. Eh. Ooh. Yeah. Yep. Our first challenge. The boss fights in this game are interesting because they, well, to me, they are the. Ooh.
Day 119. I sat in the shower in tears for just under an hour. This is interesting, considering we haven't had water for days. I equate my ever-decreasing sanity with that of the population of my dig site. With the investigation of the symbols and glowing patterns at the site, we finally unearthed arguably certifiable proof of the existence of alien life having been here on Pandora. But this celebration was lonely, as I only have 2 colleagues left. And I'm not too fond of the fat girl, Chimay. I've been told that scientific discovery requires sacrifice, but I never understood what they meant until now.
Make no mistake, Ted. Oh, Tennis. You crazy woman who really hates people. And I mean, she really hates people. I think she hates people more than she hates anything. Oh, I forgot how difficult bruisers are in this game.
Patricia Tanis, Doll Scientific Advisor, Day 1 on planet Pandora. I have been assigned to this sector by my superiors to find evidence of abandoned alien technology, similar to that found by our competitor, the Atlas Company, in the ruins on Prometheus. Technology that many believe made them the superpower they are now. This kind of find seems astronomically improbable on a rock like this, but my benefactors believe in it enough to waste my considerable talents. I've only been here for 3 hours, and I already believe this planet will be the death of me. Scientists do not chase myths and legends.
Ironic. Pure irony, considering the fact that she is in love with the one who is considered a myth.
On Pandora. At least I believe it to be the 43rd day I've been here. The moonlight cycles are difficult to get used to. The planet rotation day is over 90 hours long. The people that inhabit this salted dust ball are as ignorant as I've seen in this galaxy. When I attach scientific inquiry to something like the Vault, I'm greeted with silly nursery rhymes and slack-jawed soliloquy about a man who knew a man who knew a man. They drift off into a stupor where I half imagine they're drunk or brain damaged and are unaware of my continued presence. If I believed in hell, I would contemplate how it compared to Pandora. Ironically, such a belief would align me with these Neanderthals.
Yep. And it gets much, much worse. That's why Tennis is my favorite character, because it is that belief that her character goes from, you'd think her character would change some. It does not. As a matter of fact, it gets much, much worse. It's up.
I'm gonna kill you! Somebody shoot! You stop it!
Whew. Sorry about that. Getting quiet. But sorry, it gets quiet, but I have to make sure that but gotta make sure you can get through. Oh. What that was shut a jar, bitches. Quoting Troy. Troy Calypso. Knowing all about strategy. Alright. Ooh, I got a new machine gun. How do I get up there? Oh. Platformer. Look for the thing that looks most like a platformer. I jump.
Look at all this stuff.
Ooh.
This is the 76th day. I was woken up, hoping I was having a reoccurring nightmare. We spent more than 36 hours earlier today relocating our campsite closer to our dig site, only to be ambushed by local wildlife that's hungry coming out of hibernation. Half of my staff was eaten alive, or killed by skags. I survived by hiding under a colleague of mine who was being devoured on top of me. His name was Carl. My Emotions are dead, and I grieve for none of them. Point of fact, the only emotion I felt was that of joy. I felt joy because his chair was always more comfortable. I took his chair, and then I noticed the vicious glow on Ross.
Ah,
It's dead?
Merkin badasses. Whew, much more difficult than anything I've. Much more difficult than I give credit for. Ah, assault rifle. Yay. My first assault rifle. I'm okay with this. Bit stronger torque. It's good. Nope. Gonna test that out real quick. Now this one's gone. Be incredibly careful. Whew. The downside is that I have to walk the rest of the way. Which sucks in it by itself. But we're almost done. Ah. Well, I know I am going to stream the series, but I think I'm also going to just play, well, without streaming it. You'll just see me in a random spot and I'll explain what happened. Or I won't. Never know with these things. Seriously though. I just... As I was saying, let's say earlier, combat. Combat. Alright. Shotgun. Well, nice. Ah. Alright. So, downside with this gun is that it does not hit. And you do not want a weapon that's not gonna hit.
really
That is how you. That is one thing that I can tell you about most weapons. If it's not gonna hit, don't use it. If it. Make sure that you go to any spots that catch a rat. That is. Yes. Oh crap.
Day 172. The fat girl, Shimei, was crushed under an alien ruin that collapsed today. She didn't die right away and begged me to put her out of her misery as she choked on various fluids and bile. I hesitated because she was the last one alive that wasn't me. As she was choking and coughing and dying, I tried to enjoy the interaction, which I imagined to be a conversation, as I knew it was the last I would have for a while. I finally got around to smothering her so that I could continue my research. I could tell that she regretted the decision. The Skags have been waiting for this meal for a while. They will not go hungry tonight.
If that has not taught you anything about tennis, is that she is psychotic. She is much better with friends now. But but honestly, if we're being completely truthful, all of her good friend, anyone she would consider a good friend, is dead. She's now. But yeah. As you can see, this is why I say this again. Machine guns are broken in this game. Ooh, yes. Because, oh my goodness, without that, oh, also, Street Rockets. Without that machine gun, I would have been murdered. Anyway, it's got time to go turn in the mission. And we're going to go to catch a rat. Because walking, no one likes walking.
Get out of here.
Rocket launcher. Very useful for things. And those things, of course, are murder. I wonder if I could find one more thing to kill so I can level up. Well, so what that was a demonstration of doing a difficult mission, and make no mistake, that was an extremely difficult mission, but doing it in a way that doesn't get you killed. The hardest part was those if you did not have like a powerful shotgun or a fast shooting machine gun or something. Yeah, this mission is not a... Ow. Ow. Just some mission stuff.
Woo! I heard that blast all the way over here!
But we want to...
Day 172. The fat girl, Shimei, was crushed under an alien ruin that collapsed today. She didn't die right away and begged me to put her out of her misery as she choked on various fluids and bile. I hesitated because she was the last one alive that wasn't me. As she was choking and coughing and dying, I tried to enjoy the interaction, which I imagined to be a conversation, as I knew it was the last I would have for a while. I finally got around to smothering her so that I could continue my research. I could tell that she regretted the decision. The Skags have been waiting for this meal for a while. They will not go hungry tonight.
Yeah. Tannis is insane. And she doesn't...
A sniper without a sniper comm is just a guy with a gun. Find the comm that's right for you.
Oh, my goodness. I have... Oh. Note to self, always check your weapons. Oh yeah, and...
Teach those lance guys a thing or two about firepower.
No end to my power.
We are going with more elemental checks right now. We won't worry about... Honestly, you don't have to worry about fire rate until later when you get better weapons. I can't wait. Alright. Still not strong enough, but this mission seems easy enough anyway. Let's go. Okay, yes. But I am going to enjoy this series a lot. There's a bunch of people in this game that you just don't meet again, and that's kind of sad. Everything's good for right now. We are going to do Breaking Wind. Oh, we might even be able to find the Rex that we need to kill so that we can kill two birds with one stone. Please note that we have killed a lot of people so far, and it's still not enough. Maybe that's a good thing. The mess. One thing about this game, again, is that magic Nah. There's no fear here, kid. Who do you think we are? Hey, get back here. Who's shooting me? Oh, over here. I'm pretty sure I didn't hit him, but... Ooh, that's blue. I might go up there. I might. Oh. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I wonder why they respond like this.
Greetings, traveler. New missions are available at the Firestone Bounty Board.
Yes, feel it.
We're gonna need this. But no. So as you can see, most of the missions is basically you either protecting them from bandits or fixing stuff that they cannot fix because of bandits. I don't... And... Make no mistake, it is... Or... Getting rid of the wildlife that hunts them on a legitimately hourly basis. Huh. That went way better than I thought it would. I really gotta... I really gotta give myself more credit. I'm doing quite well. I've only died once, which is not bad actually. The one time I did die, it was because I used the wrong gun. Reminder to me, don't use the wrong gun. But no. So I think gotta turn the rest of the missions, pick up some new ones. I think I will end the recording here, guys. Thank you so much, and just remember the random is always here. Let's turn in some missions. Almost next level. Almost. But let's go and go find, see what's on the blind board.
Enough walking.
Everyone, that's the funny part about everyone knows the vault's real because, well, the one that found it is from here and probably told everyone. It's like, hey, we unlocked the vault. And that is the thing about this game that I don't think I'll ever understand. Why wasn't there's no, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna see if that is we're gonna see if he's actually mentioned in the game at all. I don't remember him being mentioned, but I'm gonna see.
Oh, come on, let's get down. Come on, everybody. Check me out. I'm dancing. I'm dancing.
But thank you so much, Shaw. And remember, the random is just a small bit away.